And we're focusing on one specific group today, Group 94. The mission really is just to explore who was in it and why the rankings ended up the way they did.
Right, because this group had a real mix. It wasn't all one genre, which makes these kinds of face-offs interesting.
Totally. So the contenders for Group 94 were Savage Garden's Affirmation.
Okay, yeah.
Then 2 from My Chemical Romance, 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge, and their first one, I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love.
Oh, wow. Both MCR albums in the same group. That's tough.
Yeah. And rounding it out, Swing Out Sister with Kaleidescope World.
Huh. Swing Out Sister, MCR, Savage Garden. That is quite the spread. Jazz pop against emo rock against, well, classic pop.
Makes for some potentially surprising results, right? So let's get into how Green Strokes actually ranked them. Who took the top spot?
Well, maybe not that surprising for number 1, given its reputation. It was My Chemical Romance's 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge. Apparently it just stormed the group.
Stormed it. How so?
The notes mentioned its in-your-face, hard rock attitude, and just how catchy the tunes were. Sounds like it made a big immediate impact.
That makes sense. 3 Cheers has that kind of energy, doesn't it? It grabs you. So for you listening, does that resonate? That feeling of an album just dominating?
Yeah, it's that immediate power, isn't it? In this kind of head-to-head format, that raw energy and like sonic punch can really stand out. It's that gut reaction.
Okay, so 3 Cheers took first. Who managed to grab the second spot and advance with it?
That went to Savage Garden's Affirmation.
Ah, okay. A very different vibe.
Completely different. The description was slower pace than their debut, which is true, but filled with beautiful music. There was even a specific shout out to the last track, I Don't Know You Anymore.
Right, I remember that one. Beautiful song.
And the title track, Affirmation, got called fresh and funky, though Green Strokes did admit the lyrics were maybe a bit, slightly cheesy.
Huh. Fair enough. But getting second place is key here, right? Because only the top 2 move on in this quest.
Exactly. It's not just about being good. It's about being good enough to beat out at least 2 others. So Affirmation's slower beauty obviously held its own against the other contenders. Shows that, craft and melody can still win out.
It's interesting, though. Do you think that beautiful music would have survived if the competition was, say, another really high-energy rock album instead of maybe the jazzier Swing Out Sister?
Mm-hmm.
How much does the specific group matter?
Oh, hugely. The context of the group is everything in a format like this. Definitely.
So who just missed out then in third place?
That was Swing Out Sister's Kaleidescope World.
Okay. What was the thinking there?
It was noted for its jazz wing overtones, and the songs were called very good. But interestingly, Green Strokes seemed almost a bit vague. It just said they had a personal liking for it they couldn't quite pin down.
Oh. That's relatable, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes an album just clicks with you personally, even if you can't fully explain why compared to others.
Absolutely. It's that subjective magic. It doesn't always have the obvious hooks or the big attitude, but something just works for you, makes you wonder what specific elements resonated, even if they weren't articulated.
Right. And that leaves fourth place, which must be the other My Chemical Romance album.
Yep. The debut, I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love.
And the verdict.
Described as raw, to say the least. Which, yeah, it is. It showed promise here and there, apparently, but was seen as a few levels below what they would go on to accomplish.
That sounds about right for a lot of debuts, doesn't it? That raw potential versus the finished product.
It's the classic debut thing. You hear the energy, the ideas starting to form, but it's not as polished or maybe as consistent as later work, like 3 Cheers. So in a direct comparison within the same group, it's maybe not surprising it landed lower.
So for you listening, how do you usually feel about that? Do you prefer the raw energy of a debut or the more refined sound later on? It often splits people.
It really does. Some love that initial spark. Others prefer the maturity.
Okay, so recapping Group 94 from this album quest. My Chemical Romance's 3 Cheers dominates. Savage Garden's Affirmation advances with its beauty. Swing Out Sister's jazzy charm just misses out. And the MCR debut shows promise but stays behind. Quite a mix.